is a transcript. It's a verbatim record of the proceedings. Some may tell you there's only one way it can be made. Some may criticize or bully you if you think differently from them. They may feed you with misinformation. They may even try to legislate it into reality. But at the end of the day, this is a transcript. And there are many ways a verbatim record can be made.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. As leaders in the court reporting industry, and in light of the amount of misinformation that we see in public forums, we felt it incumbent upon us to inform the court reporting community about digital reporting technology. This webinar is intended only to be educational as it relates to digital reporting and how we at Planet Depots implement and use it when a stenographic reporter is unavailable or unwilling to cover an assignment. Tonight, we will give you the facts about digital reporting so that you can move forward with assurance that your livelihood is not at risk and that you will continue to earn the income at the level you are accustomed. Remember, there are far more jobs than stenographers to cover them. The court reporting industry is no different from virtually every other industry out there. We are not immune from disruption from technological advancements. This webinar is designed to create greater understanding by challenging our biases, encouraging debate, expanding our intellect, and not backing away from difficult or complicated problems. By doing so, we can be far more mindful of what's going on around us and be proactive instead of reactive. Unfortunately, our profession has not been proactive in keeping abreast of record-making technologies outside of what we all know. So it's no surprise we are now reactive to the changes in the landscape of our industry. What will not benefit any of us is hysteria and hostility. What will benefit all of us is cool heads and open minds.
Here's what we all know. The use and acceptance of digital court reporting across the United States is increasing for two reasons. Number one, the Ducker Report, commissioned by the NCRA in 2013, predicted 5,500 new jobs in the profession by 2018. Since that time, the number of NCRA-approved court reporting schools nationwide has dropped from 54 programs to just 26. Enrollment has dropped from 5,600 to fewer than 1,800, resulting in only 658 new professionals of the needed 5,500.
I happen to think that the most pressing need for NCRA are new court reporters and the unbelievable danger of closing of schools. I don't know how many we have left, but not many. I think we graduated 163 students in 1 year in the entire United States of America.
With a graduation rate of less than 15%, it would take a decade or longer to fill that need, not taking into account attrition as a result of retirement or those leaving the field for personal or medical reasons. Number two, significant advancement in digital technology and associated software has resulted in higher quality digital recordings and the ability to separate overlapping speakers. Digital court reporting, also known as electronic court reporting, has been in use for decades in hundreds of courtrooms across the country, including federal, state, and local jurisdictions. In fact, the United States Supreme Court uses electronic recording systems to capture and preserve its proceedings. When we hear about criticisms and failures of digital reporting, it's very important to understand that most of those failures are occurring in courtrooms equipped with digital recording systems with no one responsible for continuously monitoring the audio levels or interrupting when something is not heard or understood or when there is overlap of speakers. The recommended best practice is one-on-one monitoring of the recording equipment, a practice that we at Planet Depots use in every situation. Comparing an unmonitored digital recording system to a fully trained digital reporter is comparing apples to oranges. To be clear, the duties and responsibilities of a court reporter, regardless of the technology used, are the same. The end product, an accurate verbatim record, is wholly dependent on the skills and knowledge of the professional court reporter. Whether steno, voice, or digital, all are officers of the court, are authorized to administer oaths, and adhere to a professional code of ethics. The stenographic reporter uses a stenotype machine to take down the proceedings, as well as software which recognizes and translates the stenographic notes taken by the court reporter. The stenographic reporter also uses an audio backup which records the proceedings. The voice reporter uses a steno mask or an open mic to capture the record by repeating every word that is said. The voice file is translated via voice recognition technology. The voice writer also uses an audio backup to record the proceedings. The digital reporter uses high-quality recording equipment to record the proceedings along with 2 additional backups. The digital reporter continuously monitors the volume and quality of the audio recording and uses software to identify speakers and keep notes throughout the proceedings. All 3 methods of capture can provide a rough draft of the proceedings, although the delivery of that rough draft may vary based on the technology and is dependent on a number of factors, including the skills of the reporter, the content of the proceedings, and whether or not advance notice of a rough draft was given. Only highly skilled stenographic and voice reporters are able to provide real-time, that is, a simultaneous translation of the proceedings.